Hello! I'm here for our CSA unboxing video. It is week number, oh my gosh, we didn't talk about this before, so I have no idea. It is week number 8 or 9 of our CSA unboxing videos. I will check it out later. My special guest today is Desi the dog, Desmond as I call him sometimes. Desi is here today because this week he turned 13 years old, we think. He came to us from a shelter, and he was probably a year old, and it was 12 years ago this week that we got him. So he's going to check out the vegetables with me and see what... You like vegetables, don't you? No, he's a meat eater. Anyway, let's see. Let's get going here. First of all, let's take a look at what happened at our trip to the farmers market this morning, and maybe I have some pictures of stuff I did this week. Not sure, I'll have to check. We'll see. We'll find out together.
Here I am walking to the farmer's market from the parking lot. Those are my very own feet taking those steps. Here is the parking lot that's kind of torn up right now. I guess they're repaving it. And here we are at the Canton Free Library across the street from the farmer's market. There's the big green board with all the information on it that we needed today. Here's some wonderful looking tomatoes that are indeed wonderful. And here's the only thing I cooked this week, which was some vegetables in a pan. Oh, I did this pork thing too.
Okay, we're back. And Desi, during that riveting segment, decided that, he found out it was going to be all vegetables, and he's not interested in vegetables. He thought maybe we'd gotten some fresh meat. You can get meat at the Canton Farmers Market, but I did not today. I got my CSA from Kent Family Growers, which was, we get a basic share, which means we get 8 items each week, and these are the items I chose. Let's start out with the kale. We get kale every week. It comes into the kitchen and it goes out of the kitchen, and it's sort of like the laundry. I'm not really sure how it gets done, but it gets done. There's the kale. This is the kind with the blue or the purple stems. It's really beautiful. Just not my cup of tea. Although I've never had kale tea. Maybe that's good. I got some chili peppers, 4 of these, which they look beautiful. Those are going to be great. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I might stuff them with something. Crab meat, perhaps. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, so I kind of cheated today, and I did not limit myself to the CSA. I wandered about the farmer's market for a bit because, as I mentioned before, Fridays are really busy days in the newspaper business, and so I needed to decompress a little bit. So nothing better than walking around the farmer's market and taking a look at all the wares that are available. And one of the wares I saw were these yellow tomatoes, which are so good. They're like, I didn't know. I'll have to check out and see what the stand was. I didn't mark out who it was. But they had red ones and yellow ones, and I said, which ones are best? And they're like 3 guys, and they all said at the same time, yellow. And they are like candy. Speaking of peppers, if you were speaking of peppers, I got some green peppers. This one kind of looks like a little face and a bit of an underbite. I got 2 of them. 2 green peppers, which will go into salads and sautés and whatever I mix up this week. Came back to the corn. We kind of had a lot of corn for a while, and we're finally out of it, and so it was time to get more. And I think last week the share of corn was 6 ears, but this week it's back down to 4 ears, which is actually a better amount for us. There's just 3 of us, and some of us don't eat corn. Not including Desi. This is a giant 1-pound tomato. That was, you could get a pint of cherry tomatoes or a pound of tomatoes, and this tomato weighed exactly a pound. At least that's my story. Another place I stopped was this guy who was only selling these, and these are sugar smack pears. Is that, no, Sugar Snap pears. Sugar Smacks, that's what I had for breakfast this morning. No, Sugar Snap pears. Can't wait to try these. They're just tiny little things. He said he picked them a couple of days ago, and they should be good to eat for about 10 days, because pears are kind of famous for being ripe for a very short period of time. But yeah, he says the pears are coming hard and fast at his place. I'll just put a couple of these out here. They're really beautiful. I like pears, but pears are hard because you get them home from the store and they're ripe and they taste good, and then when you get to the third one 2 days later, it's just all mush. But we'll see how we do with these. Maybe I'll eat them faster. Got a head of lettuce because it's lettuce, and I eat lots of salads, as we've seen over the course of 2 seasons of CSA unboxing videos. First eggplant of the year. These are so beautiful. Probably just chop this up and saute it in with a bunch of other stuff. I'm not a very creative with the eggplant, but it's good stuff. And finally, a melon. This melon is from, this is a Kent Family Growers melon. We had the yellow melon last week, which again, I've never ever figured out the name of it. It tasted like a cross between a cantaloupe and a honeydew. It looked more like a honeydew than a cantaloupe. It tasted more like a cantaloupe than a honeydew, if that's not a cross. So hopefully that's gonna stay there and taste good. And the last thing I got, you know, it's not just food at the farmer's market. I stopped by Atta Girl Soaps, and I bought myself a bar of, it's kind of slippery, of pine tar soap, which smells like pine tar, which apparently is like the original soap. The original flavorings from soap was pine tar. They tell me that this is good for fighting fungus. It also takes away the itchies and the scratchies, and it could probably be fun. So there's our pine tar soap. Here's all the vegetables we've got. We'll be back next week with more vegetables, maybe a guest who stays for the whole segment, maybe a guest with just 2 legs. I think I'm pretty guaranteed it'll be 2 legs. I can't see any more than 4 or any less than 2 people I know. And that's it.